Good morning, everybody. So I just decided to make a video today because I get a lot of questions about how my banjo gets this so much twang sound. And what I mean by twang is kind of like a bendy, kind of nice and flowy sound. It's less sharp, and I'll kind of show you what I mean here so banjo players out there can kind of get more twang out of their playing, and it adds so much flavor to your playing, really. And what people don't really understand is that this thing wasn't invented by anybody recent. It was started by a man named Earl Scruggs. Of course it was Scruggs. But if you listen to even his earliest recordings, his Mercury recordings from the late 40s, it is there and you can't miss it. It is so unmistakably there. And I'll show you what I mean. For example, when you're doing just your basic Scruggs G run, like it's not just, I'll show you my left hand here. It's not just a hammer on. What Scruggs is actually doing is he's adding a little bend there. So it sounds like this. So really, you can bend with these two fingers. You can bend like that, but what I do is I just kind of do a hammer on and bend at the same time. And I'm not going past the B note necessarily. It's pushing just to the edge, just a little bit flat of it. So it might take a little bit to get that note right and make it sound right. But of course, that's just going to take some practice. However, it's pretty easy to implement with all kinds of licks. Like I'll just improvise something right here, and I'll show you how much flavor, how much taste, and how creative you can get with just this little bend. Like, just for example, on the Cripple Creek roll, it's not... Even though most people teach this slide, it's not right. It's really not. If you listen to the Foggy Mountain Banjo album, if you listen to Cripple Creek, you can, if you really use your ear and you listen closely, you can hear Scruggs doing this. Some benefits of this, I mean, number one, moving your finger that far is way less efficient. You know, it's gonna really slow you down. But if you just keep these fingers here, just like so, adds a lot of taste to it, and it's faster, so why not? But you can add this during any slide on any song, really. So like, I'll just improvise something. See what I mean there? Just that little bend is really why I get so much twang, they call it, in my playing. And it took me about probably a year just to even notice that some of the best players do this. You know, like Tom Adams. You can hear it in J.D. Crowe. You can hear it in Scruggs, of course. Russ Carson, Kentucky Thunder, you can hear him do it as well. He gets so much tone, so much twang just from that little bend right there. And like you can use this on any song, like Cumberland Gap, for example. Or Shucking the Corn. Yeah, so what I would recommend doing is just working at a slow tempo at first. I would start probably around the 60, 70 BPM mark or whatever's comfortable. And just work, and it's gonna take a little while, and it's gonna be a lot of repetition, so it can get annoying. But I would recommend just sitting there with a metronome and just sitting there like this and practicing all kinds of licks with it, just like your basic Cripple Creek roll. And then practice your hammer-ons. And, you know, start improvising a little bit. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. I promise you this will really help. It'll add a lot of taste to your banjo playing if you haven't added it yet. I promise you, it's a game changer. So work on it. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll be around. Thanks, guys.